Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a video on how to discern who is for you or not. So, I have multiple notes. And I guess the first part is your frequency, vibration, energy. Whatever you put out will attract people to you or push people away, right? So, as you go through your shadow work, change your subconscious, that frequency, energy, vibration, it will change. And you will not be putting out the same locator, I guess, for the people who want to act a fool. As far as a lot of people will question my experience, I have had all these things done to me on multiple occasions, and it's because I allowed it. Remember that you teach people how to treat you. So if you got to take a step back and say, hey, that's no, that's not going to happen anymore. That's totally okay. You are allowed to change whenever you feel like it. If something doesn't settle well, don't entertain it. Distance yourself if you have to, because it's a work situation or because you have to deal with these people. Just limit your interactions, number one. And then number two, surface level. What are you approaching them for? What are you talking to them about? Like, if you want to role play, go for it. More power to you. And then, if you can, try and stay away from these people as much as possible. Okay. So, number one, people who project, people who say that you're doing something that they're doing. Like, it's ew. It's disgusting. Um, they're gonna keep that pattern up. A lot of people are their patterns. So a lot of these will apply in that sense of, if they've done it once, they've done it a million times and they're going to keep doing it. So people who tell jokes at your expense. Oh, it's just a joke. Okay, but it was rude. It was offensive. It was this. It was that. Like, it was unkind. No. People who criticize you, talk negatively about you, either in front of your face or behind your back. People who are fake with you. This also ties into people who will say one thing and then say something else. I have caught multiple people in that arena of deception, and it's deceptive, it's sneaky, it's not going to be in my energy. I'm not going to allow that kind of treatment, so I've cut them off. We're not doing that. No is a complete sentence. Okay? People who show jealousy and envy. You'll see it in their micro expressions. You'll see, just little things. Pay attention to people's body language. Pay attention to how they react to you. Some people are so blatant to where they'll just turn away and, talk to somebody else, or, turn away from you and ignore. These are people you don't want to share your wins with. You don't want to tell them that, you're going through a hard time, because they're getting some kind of enjoyment out of it. Guaranteed. Okay. People who call into question your character. It's usually either to draw attention away from them or to put something on you that isn't yours to carry. Don't let them do that. People who you see trying to win at other people's expense. Because remember, if they'll do it to somebody else in front of you, they'll do it to you, whether in front of you or behind your back. People who contradict themselves, people who will say one thing and do a different thing. It's gross. It's disgusting. Okay. People who want to play with your emotions. This kind of goes with like guilt trips and sob stories. If somebody is always a victim, they are bringing that energy into your energy field, and they're going to be a victim forever. And they're never going to advance, they're never going to grow. And you just don't want those people in your life. Like, no, ew, be better, you know, kind of thing. People who throw tantrums, we generally call these adults Karen or Chads, depending on where you're from, who you talk to. We don't need adult tantrums in our lives. That's going to mess up and muck up your energy. Okay. Um, People who have expectations of you, like role expectations, like, oh, you're a woman, so you should be, doing this, that, and the other. What? I was going to be a professional welder. I can hold my own in shop with all the boys. I have integrated that part of myself, and I'm very much happy. Am I channeling it differently? Yes. But just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I should stay in the kitchen type thing. I'm not doing that. That's not going to bring me joy. It's more about things that, make you feel joyful, make you feel happy. Kind of going back to that, part where in the disclaimer, I say that term loosely, that people will try and fit you in that box that you don't belong in. You are your own person. You are on your own path. Follow it. Okay. People who blame you for everything. This usually happens in relationship dynamics, whether it's family, friends, lovers, business. If you're, in a co-partnership with somebody in some way, form, or fashion, you're both responsible. And if somebody is going to sit there and put all the blame on you, you probably should not be around that person. You probably should not be interacting with them or in that partnership, whatever kind it looks like, because they're never going to take accountability. They're never going to take responsibility, or they're never going to be responsible, but they won't act accountable, act with accountability. And it's going to set you up for failure in the long run, because everything's going to be shoved off on you, and that will play in their story forevermore. And it's not worth it. Okay. People who want to humble you in any sort of way. Personal experience. I once had an ex-boyfriend who sat there and yelled at me for 20 minutes because I am an observant person. I people watch. I look for patterns. I'm strategic like that, right? And because I am that person, because he had ordered something at Starbucks one time in front of me. No, he hadn't even ordered it in front of me. He had ordered it before, and that's what he wanted, and he expected me to know. And because I didn't remember what he had told me that one time, I was no longer an observant person. And he just went on and on and on. And that kind of goes back to that letting people, you teach people how to treat you. I was an extreme people pleaser at that point, and I was just trying to keep the peace. I didn't like conflict. I shied away from it as much as I could. And that kind of shit, I dare somebody to talk to me like that ever again. It's not cool at all. So essentially, anybody who causes any type of insecurity in you. Do you feel tightness in your chest? Do you feel anxiety when you're around said person? Do you feel like after the interaction, do you feel like you're drained? Like you don't have any more to give? Like you've just, people essentially coming into that I'm a taker kind of mentality, like I'm entitled to you and what you have to offer, like get rid of them. Okay. Um, are you angry? Are you hurt when you interact with these people? Anger is a secondary emotion to hurt. So, first you were hurt, and it might be a millisecond, it might be 2 minutes, it might be, a year that you're hurt. And then it turns into anger. That's fine. But in order to self regulate and emotionally control yourself, you have to understand that you did the best you could with the information and the knowledge you had at the time. Let go of the anger, and your life will be 100 times better. Okay. Let go of searching for that person's validation. Um, just any, I guess, because some people are not in touch with their bodies. Is it disturbing your peace interacting with said person? Does it make you feel some sort of way where you're just like, ugh, I don't want to, kind of thing? These are people to stay away from or distance yourself from, right? Essentially, you have to be your own hero in this situation. You have to figure out what your morals, your values are, and act accordingly. Um, for those who don't know, your morals are the standards in which you live by, like right from wrong type situation that you live by. And everybody's going to feel differently about that. It's your path, you decide. That will come in the self discovery portion next week. But morals are the standards you live by, right? Right from wrong. And then your values are the things that you're going to put in your priority list. It's essentially your list of priorities, you know, in life. Is your family first? Is your romantic partner first? Is, your job first? It's just that kind of list of ideas. And I'm going to go ahead and talk more about that next week. As far as doing the work, it really comes down to, are you going to stay stuck in that situation? Or are you going to give your personal power away to these people who would treat you like that? I'm not. I'll just tell you right now. No, right? It's a complete sentence. Stop giving your personal power away, because then when you stop, you regain all that energy, all that power back to yourself, and you're going to feel on top of the world. You're going to feel great, right? But if you keep giving it away, that's where you lack self esteem, self confidence, all those self words, self importance. That's where you're going to let those slide. And I'm going to say this now, it can be really hard to cut somebody off, to distance yourself. These are people that you might have had in, a close relationship, people you might have known since childhood. You instinctively know and can discern for yourself as an adult whether these people are good for you or not. I have gone as far as to block people because I just don't want them even being able to contact me, right? I don't want to talk to them. And because they kept coming for me, kept trying to talk to me, kept trying to insert themselves in my life, where it just became like an issue, I blocked them. And a lot of people who come from that people pleasing place feel really guilty about doing that. Don't feel guilty. Understand that you got to take care of yourself before you take care of others. You got to be there for you, because nobody is going to come and save you. You have to put that oxygen mask on yourself, just like they say, right? So, sorry, I don't understand some of my notes. You can stay stuck, or you can be in that personal power realm where you feel powerful and confident and happy and you're whole within yourself, and remove yourself from those situations. If you want to learn more, I do have my book, Shadow to Light Work, An Intentional Journey of Healing, Self-Discovery, and Purpose. If you want, there's meditations, there's questionnaires, there's a whole, oh, there's a glare. I'll get better, I promise. But yeah, asktohypnotherapy.com. I offer hypnotherapy, Reiki, crystal healing, and pendulum healing if you're interested. If you do like this video, please subscribe, hit the bell notification, like it. And then if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments below. If you want to share, share. If you don't, you don't have to. But I appreciate your accompaniment on this journey of life, and I shall see you later. Thanks. Bye.